We should be live. Welcome, everyone. It's December 10th, 2020. Just getting to be the evening here in New York City. The sun is setting a little earlier these days. We are live over a beautiful East River. Spot on the Stars, hello. Mathau, good evening. Shields, good afternoon. Welcome. Very quiet today along the East River, except for some traffic sounds in the background, but very little wind. Very peaceful walk. The colors in the sky are very nice. Looks like we might be buffering for a moment. Gustavo Rueda with a super sticker. My goodness. It's my first one ever. Thank you so much. Going through some scaffolding. RJU, is that Ryu Jones? Good evening. Just passing by the M34A bus. This is the last stop by Waterside Plaza. I've walked this way before, but we are right by the United Nations School, not to be confused with the United Nations, which is a private school. Making my way south along the East River, planning on heading towards Lower East Side. I think that barely qualifies as a cycle, but there it is. Mercury Moments, hello. I know who you are. Fix this. Fix the level. Rush hour's picking up. Traffic is picking up. And we're making our way downtown. Like Vanessa Carlton. Right, we're by the water again. There's not really much to say here. It's nice and peaceful as we enter Stuyvesant Cove. Yeah, it should be under the same name, Walking Commuter. I don't think it's in the description of this live stream. I still have to make sure those get updated. Shields, yeah, that's Peter Cooper Village, and we're heading towards Stuyvesant Town just behind it. They do have to look over the FDR Drive, which can get busy and noisy, but it might be worth it. This is our local beach. There we go swimming. And that's Bird Rock. I named it that because it has some birds on it. See the sunset on New York. And in the background, if you see those pipes, whatever you call them, I guess they wouldn't be chimneys, but that's Con Edison power plant. I heard that it powers the west side, not this area. Don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. We'll walk down a little bit more this way. Mathau Butcher, thank you for the follow on Instagram. East River Ferry has a stop here. Recently added. There's some wildlife information signs here too. The park's ecology. mini circle of life. I'm going to peel away from the river here because if I keep going down the pathway by the FDR that way, I'll kind of get locked in for a while and I won't be able to get off until a good mile that way, I think. So I'm going to go this way. Mathau, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean. But sure, I guess. Is Stuyvesant Town city housing? No, it's not city housing. Don't think it ever was. It was originally built for World War II veterans and it's changed owners a couple of times in the last 15, 20 years, but now it's outside of the old tenants who are stabilized in their rent. It's pretty pricey. It's all market rate now if you get a new apartment here, so I think a one bedroom is in the mid 3,000s. And just so you know, there's no doorman. So they're charging pretty high prices. Bobby Fleener, yeah, I don't think it's particularly illegal here. No one ever says anything as long as you don't get in the way. But I don't think it's sanctioned or encouraged in any sense of the word. I was here the other night, but I'll make a walk by the Oval, Stuyvesant Oval, next to Playground 11 here, which is basketball and volleyball. I think they got ping pong at the end. Nice Christmas tree in the center of Stuyvesant Oval. Because I grew up in this area, one of the first things I do in video games that are set in New York is see how they captured Stuyvesant Town, if at all. Little photo op over here. I don't know if you could hear that, but there's a lot of crows here. There's some pretty big-sized birds over there. I don't know if those are all crows or ravens. Or repeatedly jaywalking. Oh my goodness. Hey, 4K Wanderer. Welcome and thank you so much. Appreciate your support as always. And if you haven't already, check out 4K Wanderer. A lot more cities than just New York, and he happens to report out of Toronto. And it was a good way for me to actually see a different city that I've never been to before, and it was very nice. So I highly recommend stopping by 4K Wanderer's channel, subscribing to him too. Alright. Got kids' playground right here. One of the flagship ones in this complex. But I'm going to keep heading towards Lower East Side as I planned to and named the stream. Yeah, it's easy to get excited about jaywalking if you come from a place where it's highly illegal, like you get tickets for it. But here, it just kind of comes with the territory. Pretty much all New Yorkers do it. This is Stuytown, yes. I'm nearing 14th Street. I'll pick up the pace a little bit in the quieter areas. Here we are, reach 14th Street. And of course, big sign that says Impeach right above B Wine. The good thing about Avenue B is they made it a city street, I guess a shared street for pedestrians, so you can walk down it. They did it during COVID. General industry is in healthcare. All right, we've reached Avenue B and 14th Street. We're just getting into Alphabet City. Maybe I can walk down the opposite side so I can see cars coming. I don't think that's usually the suggested way to walk next to traffic, but I think in this case, it makes more sense. Whose streets? Whose streets are these? They're our streets, I guess. It's a zone of love. A zone of love. Still a few bars and restaurants open here. Not all of them have outdoor seating, but with indoor dining open partially, not all of them need it, though if you need higher capacity, might not be a bad idea.
I remember that. Right.
You should register to vote. I guess it's a little late now, but that's what this says. And here's the Love Zone again. David Gordon, hello again from Los Angeles. I know you've been here before. Thanks again for dropping by. getting a little exciting over here, so let me drop off into the sidewalk. Make sure there's enough room. Each one of the little barricades is decorated slightly differently. Still on Avenue B, heading towards Tompkins Square Park. All right, 10th Street and Avenue B, or Tompkins Square Park. And Avenue B stands for beauty. It's Avenue Beauty. Not really, but why not? It's a nice neighborhood. This area has a few basketball courts and a pretty popular outdoor workout area. A lot of people come here and do body weight exercises. Various walls. You can do handball, tennis, racquetball, whatever wall activity you want to do. There's a quaint church called Trinity. I do hear a helicopter flying overhead. Not sure if anything's going on, but I do have the Citizen app just in case to check. Some pretty significant basketball games going on. And there are also some permanently affixed ping pong tables. David Gordon, does watching my stream count as daily exercise? I would say probably not. The American Heart Association recommends 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise 5 times a week. That's a general rule of thumb. I think a brisk walk usually counts, but it's all dependent on your comfort level. But yeah, I think you should still try to do anything you can to keep moving. But watching my stream is encouraged. Haha. Oh, did I miss a message from Mathau? Do I know about the Berg beer? I don't think I do, but it sounds like I should. Yep, unfortunately 4K Wanderer, somebody did beat you, but don't worry. I know him well. So they turned this field on the right into a skate park. I think it's the skaters that have added all the equipment here, because every time I walk by there seems to be another obstacle, a ramp or something, a grind area to skate over. I got a whole setup too. And then we have a cardboard Groot or something. A cool piece of art from #Manco Studio. He's got a little dog too. Made completely of cardboard. Ralph's Italian Ices. So this place, I thought it was a Long Island establishment. I'm not sure if there's other places, but I know it kind of came out of there, and they've started opening up more and more locations in New York. I'm surprised they're still open now, but I guess people are buying ices. So this is 8th Street, which is also known as St. Mark's in this area. Or 9th Street, sorry. 8th Street is one block over. Whoops. That guy was made of cardboard. I think it said hashtag Manco Studio on it. MANCO. I wonder if you could find more of that person's artwork. But I guess it wasn't out there too long. It seemed like it was in decent condition and not wet after yesterday's snow. Red Thai cuisine. Tabetomo. Looks like they have various ramens here. Whoops. Switch that back. Alfred Henkel, welcome from Arizona. Well, welcome to you in Arizona from New York. Would I guess be more grammatically correct. So now we're walking up 8th Street. This is St. Mark's. We have Pop's Eat Right plant-based burgers. Never tried it, but I have had this Vietnamese place, Hanoi House. It's very good. Hey, Ryu Jones, thank you so much. Appreciate the donation. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. I'm gonna definitely keep it up. Thanks for your support as always. And then we have Nageswara Rao from India. Welcome.
It's Eli's apartment.
Here's a cool King Kong artwork at David's Cafe in loving memory. Ian Genie, I think? Lane Genie? At David's Cafe NYC. Pretty cool King Kong. This is a school, George Jackson Academy. Pretty cool bar. A few spas. Of course, we gotta have some dumplings at the Dumpling Man. Physical graffiti. Oh, this is a great sandwich shop. Banh mi, Vietnamese sandwiches. We've approached First Avenue, and we're still on St. Mark's. I'll move fast enough to make this light. It looks like they're opening a dumpling shop over here, which I assume originated in Brooklyn. St. Mark's has a lot of interesting dining and other little shops too. A lot of tattoo parlors also. Yeah, 4K Wanderer, you said it. We can't do this without them. It wouldn't mean as much without people just watching. All you gotta do is tune in and check it out, say hello, and that's it. just enjoy, hopefully, getting out in a time when it's a little harder to get out. I don't know if you heard that.
Since the beginning of.
Melody Lynn, St. Mark's is sketch. Yeah. It could be seen as different, but I think it's a lively area. There's definitely some unique restaurants here that they don't really have in other places. Kenka is one of them. It's a Japanese place, and they sell some very interesting food products. Good afternoon, Huberto Perez. Welcome back. Oh, and Matteo Boucher. Thank you so much for the €5.49. That's very much appreciated. I love it to watch your live streams because I'm from Germany and would know how it is to live in New York. Thank you. A little different than it was before March, April 2020, but New York still has its charm. Let me get out of the bike lane. Oh, there is no bike lane. Actually, why is there no bike lane? What's going on here? A mobile command center. Not exactly sure what's going on. But oh, that's right. There was a fire here. The church burned down. I remember now. This happened in the last week or so. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty devastating fire. Took down the whole church. Very unfortunate.
Did it burn?
Yeah.
It burned.
That's unfortunate. So that's what happened. Cam, JB, good late early evening. Yes. It is fairly early evening here in New York. Almost 5 p.m. Heading back towards St. Mark's. Back to St. Mark's Place. Favorite taste. It's a great Hotpot place across the street. Hotpot, if you've never had it before, is I think it's primarily a Chinese kind of experience, although I'm sure other cultures do it too. But it's essentially you have a bowl of boiling, seasoned liquid, and you order various meats and vegetables that come raw, and you essentially cook them yourself. But I think what makes hot pot more than anything is the sauce that you make. So they have like a little sauce bar instead of a salad bar. The soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, fresh garlic, scallions, celery, not celery, parsley, etc. And you put it all together, mix up whatever you want, and you dip everything you cook in your pot in that sauce, and that's what makes it, in my opinion. David Gordon, in my opinion, not much. I even heard that in New York State, I'm assuming New York City is not going to be able to see it, but I thought there was some news that came out. You might be able to see the Northern Lights here. I'm assuming more upstate than anywhere else, but it's kind of interesting because I've never heard of that in New York before. In fact, I've been meaning to one day visit Iceland to hopefully see the Northern Lights there for sure. www.zzym. Hello. Welcome. We've reached 3rd Avenue and St. Mark's Place. Still kind of in a village. Let me kind of walk the blocks here a little bit, see what we see. Oh yeah, I figure you'd be far north enough to see that. 4K Wander. Shields, yeah, I think, in my opinion, too. I like this area better. Yeah, I mean, it's Times Square, I guess, growing up here, walking around without a video camera would probably not have been a place I normally went to. Just because it's usually very crowded, and yeah, if I wanted to get any food there, it's probably expensive, but everywhere has its charms, I would say. What did I say? I saw a message that I might have missed. Cam JB. Here's a trivia question. Do I remember a Billy Joel video, A Matter of Trust, 1985? It was supposed to be an old place called the Circus. I don't, but I think I know somebody in this chat who might. Kiki, hello. Welcome. This, I believe, is a building that's part of Cooper Union, which is a school that focuses on engineering, I think, primarily. But I also believe it's tuition-free, so you have to get in. And if you get in, you get in for free. But I'm sure there's a whole process to get into it. We're on Taras Shevchenko Place. I think this is also kind of almost like a little Ukraine. Mercury Moments. Mercury Moments. Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't even know what to say, except thank you. What else did I see? I missed another message. I was too excited about Mercury Moments. Olympic 65. Appreciate it. I know there's a few of us, but we all have our quirks, and I'm sure people get drawn to whatever they happen to like. And I'm glad you chose me. There is a relatively cool video game store here. You can buy old school games. Don't know if they have new stuff so much, but they definitely have a bunch of classics, nostalgia. Almost looks like Mario's punching Sonic, but he's not. Let me kind of keep walking up and down. Valeria, hello. Welcome. Across the street, LaSalle Academy, but it also says St. George's Catholic School. Ukrainska Katoliczka Szkola. So you are in Ukraine, I guess. Ukrainian's a little different than Russian, so it's not. I can't really read it or understand it or speak it at all. Yes, we're definitely in a little Ukraine. If you can read it, this is the Ukrainian Museum. I don't even know if I can focus on this. William Foley, Bill. Hello. Yeah, 4K Wanderer. You know, either that or a universal translator. I feel like Google's getting pretty close. You can turn Google Translate into a conversation mode, which is kind of cool. And I think you can even use the camera in Google Translate and point it at something, and it'll actually try to translate what it sees. Could be useful for menus in other countries. But yeah. The world has many languages. But if you do actually want to learn other languages, I think there's a pretty cool app called Duolingo. Duolingo, I think it's called, where they essentially gamify learning another language. I think Mercury Moments is a big user of it, if I am remembering correctly. Oh, look, back then I'm still close here. Let's see, so I'm gonna walk.
Exotic flowers are the most expensive.
You heard it here. Exotic flowers are the most expensive. Really? No Ortega. Uploaded a first video. That's a big milestone. I approve. Absolutely. Check his stuff out. Take a look. I know we're like on 6th Street or 7th Street. 6th Street. This is almost like a little India. There's a lot of Indian restaurants here. Places like Raj Mahal. Some healthy foods. That was possibly Japanese. Spicy Moon. Vegetarian Szechuan style food. So it's a pretty spicy Chinese style food. Oh, did I miss some chats? Sorry. Let me see. Zach McNally, hello. Yes, Mercury, you heard. I know you're a fan. Masala, authentic Indian cuisine. If other of you are familiar with another YouTuber, Louis Rossman, I think. So he essentially is an independent tech repair person. I don't know, what's the official term? But he used to have his shop around here, and I think he moved recently to a Midtown West area. Oh, wait a second. One of you watching now ate with me at this place a few months ago, Mancora Pisco Bar. And one of the oysters had a crab in it. Which I never knew was a thing until that happened. Apparently there's such a thing called oyster crabs. They're not necessarily parasitic. I don't think they kill the oyster, but it's definitely a weird surprise to find a crab inside your Lost in the Curve. Yes. His real estate in New York series was very interesting because I never really knew much about commercial real estate. But that was a great series. Bushra Afridi Creativity. Hello. Toronto has wicked Indian food. Interesting. I am personally a big fan of Indian food. I don't know if this is a piece of trivia necessarily, but a lot of times when you see angled parking in New York, it's because there's a police station on that block. I don't know what this one is in that case. I don't think so. But there's not much angled parking in Manhattan anyway. But because they're not on the sidewalk, I don't believe so. This is just a regular angled parking, which I think is probably a way to fit much more cars than parallel parking. So I don't know why we don't have more of it. Kashmir Funk, just passing through. Never had butter chicken. What's that? Well, I'm not an exact expert on Indian food, but it's essentially a chicken in a very creamy sauce. I think it's similar to chicken tikka masala, but I think chicken tikka masala has a little bit more spices. You know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I am right about the angled parking on this block. I do see the police station. So most of the time, it's very true. I have validated myself. Angled parking usually means police station on the block in Manhattan. And that's what I meant, that most of the time the cars are on the sidewalk on these blocks. Did I miss anything? Yes, Kiki, it's something I just happened to realize walking around New York a lot. I'm sure I validated myself, which is nice, but you know, it probably doesn't always pan out in the end. Jiang Diner. So I'll get a cumin flavor. So I think this is also kind of Szechuan style spicy Chinese food. And it's halal friendly. So I think it's prepared in a certain way. Spiced tomato sauce. I mean, I love a lot of Indian food, so it's definitely up my alley. Okay, we're on 5th Street, hanging out in the Lower East Side, back on 2nd Avenue. See the M15 coming down 2nd Avenue there, going south. Mercury Moments. Thank you so much for the super sticker, $5. Appreciate it. Hakka Chinese in Toronto. Interesting. Oh, I missed a question from Chick Eastwater. What kind of selfie stick am I using? I am using a Snappa Atom gimbal. I like it because it has wireless charge in the handle for the phone, but I don't know that it's fast enough to keep up with the phone. So actually, let me check that out for a second. My charge. Japanese steak and tapas at a place called J-Spec. Japanese steak and tapas. Ooh, a strip loin steak, 12 ounce, $96. Japanese steaks are very good. There's a place around here, I don't know if it's still open during the pandemic, called Ikinari. And they essentially, it's like half butcher shop, half steak restaurant. Not in the sense that you can buy raw meat from them, I don't think, but when you go up to the counter, you tell them what kind of meat you want, how much of it you want, they cut it in front of you, and you tell them how you want it cooked, and they cook it up. Ivana Durkovic, hello. $4K Wander, appreciate that. Reminding everyone to like and subscribe, of course. I sometimes forget to do that myself. just kind of wander and talk. But yes, to all the new viewers also, I highly suggest you check out 4K Wanderer's channel. I already see there's a few people here from Toronto chatting, and he will show you the real Toronto. He has some really cool nighttime live streams where he's essentially the only person out in the streets. Mercury Moments, thanks again for the 99-cent super sticker. JJ from LA, thank you. 4K Wanderer and probably others can vouch for me walking very quickly normally, but the live streams are the only thing that probably slow me down. Guapo Industries. Have I ever had a bacon, egg, and cheese? Absolutely. If I wouldn't cut a few years off my life, I would eat a bacon, egg, and cheese every morning for breakfast. Kenya Shabazz. Do I know of any good sushi restaurants? I absolutely do know of many good sushi restaurants. Robert Rudick, that's not very nice. 4K is great. Unless you don't like 4K resolution. Let's just go with that. I think you probably just don't like the 4K resolution. That's okay. Oh, glad to hear, Robert. It would be very surprising to not like 4K because he is a very nice guy. Aya Vlogs, hey. I think it's, if I remember correctly, I think it's your birthday today, based on your upcoming premiere or live stream tonight. So happy birthday and welcome. Yeah, JJ, and I think, aren't they also now putting out 8K TVs when we barely have enough 4K content? Mercury Moments, super chat, $2. 4K is cool. Yes. We're all in support of 4K Wanderer for sure. Robert Rudick, new Galaxy phone. AO? Is that a new Galaxy model? I feel like I usually know Galaxy phones, but never heard of that one. Although I do know Samsung is gearing up to release new Galaxy phones next month, which is kind of early for them, but I think they want to compete more with the new iPhone. Samsung J3, cool. Samsung J3. Support all the walkers, thank you.
I've grown out of it because it's exhausting.
A sad Falcons fan. Have I ever been to Atlanta? I have not been to Atlanta. I do want to go though. I've been to Florida, which is close to Georgia, but I've never been to Georgia. I never drove down there. I always flew, so it's unfortunate that I've not been through Georgia or Atlanta. One day. JJ said, if I showed up with 5K cash and tons of credit, but no job, how easy would it be to get a place right now? Say at least of 3 months. It depends. But JJ, you could probably check out Cash Jordan's channel. He has a lot of good stuff on real estate in New York, and I think you might get some information from there. But I think it all depends on the landlord. You know, some landlords will take cash. You don't have to have the whole 40 times rent thing. Oh boy, I'm seeing a lot of chat trying to go through. 4K Wanderer, you were gonna get the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, but you're not an Android person. Unfortunately, I am. I do like Android. Robert Rudick. Yep, we know it was a mistake. That's good. Oh, Allison Rose, I missed your question. if there's a lot of homeless in New York City. Yes, right now there are quite a bit because I think the homeless shelters are still limiting capacity to keep people a little bit farther away. Oh, the Mitzvah tank is coming by. Hold on a second. Yeah, 4K Wanderer, JJ talk to landlords, exactly. I think technically Hanukkah starts tonight. I think I'm missing a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, Kiki, you mentioned Cash Jordan, great. Kyle, hope you're wearing a mask. I am wearing a mask. Yeah, Airbnb in New York, interestingly enough, I'm gonna cross so we don't have to be under the scaffolding and there's no cars coming at me yet. Airbnb is technically illegal in New York City for short-term rentals. Technically. They still do it. Don't get me wrong. But I think New York City has some sort of rules about short-term stays. It can't be any less than 30 days. It has to be in a hotel. I don't know if anything's changed now. I know Airbnb just IPO'd, I learned today. So that's something. Robert Rudick, thank you for the like. We're on Lafayette Street now. And 4th Street. So I'm kind of just zigzagging up and down the streets. You know what, I'm gonna go up one more towards Broadway, and then I'm gonna go down Great Jones Street, or 3rd Street. It's kind of interesting. No cars coming, just scaffolding. Domago Jurchik, welcome and thank you. Remember we were talking about Pan beer the other night, and I still have to try to find it. You mentioned there's a place that has it in Queens, and I'm going to get it. I will get that Pan beer. Pan, I don't know how to say it, but P-A-N. Kyle, what's in a duffel bag? I didn't notice, which is probably bad. Has he been negative about the city, Josh? Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe I didn't get that vibe yet. Olympic 65, thank you. Oh. Is there a curfew in New York, a sad Falcons fan says? No. Not right now, anyway. Rich Narvi, S20 or wait for S21? Well, if the S21 is really coming out next month and your phone is currently working, I think you probably hold out and just see what it's like. What else do I say? I hope I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, so staff. Yeah, there's no curfew in New York, like I said, but I think currently most restaurants, I think all restaurants have to close by 10 p.m. So there's not much late night life right now. We're on Broadway now, so that could be the N or R train or something else just under us. Actually, it looks like an interesting store with various bones. Thanks, 4K Wanderer. А по-русски не понимаешь, кангуру? Yes, I understand Russian. The big 5G push. Yeah, it's kind of new, yes. Julie Clack, we found most shops shut early anyway. Yeah, it's true. Capspin 09, love New York City. Looking to take a trip back from Baltimore, Maryland. Very nice, I hope you're able to make it back. All right, so now we're on Great Jones Street. I think it has some expensive apartments. Candyman, am I sent by Putin? I don't think so. Stereo store, very cool. I do like high-end audio. Hihi, kangaroo. So I might actually come back here one day on my own the headphone annex in living stereo. The problem with high-end audio is it can get very expensive. Like very expensive. And it's one of those things where you might spend like $5,000 to get 95% of the best out there, but to get that last 5%, you're going to be spending tens of thousands. Speakers can even cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's kind of insane, actually. Oh my gosh. No, see, I didn't yet, but my wife took down the names of the places you said have it, like in Queens. You mentioned there was that place in Queens. She wrote down the name of that place. I don't have it on me right now, but I am planning on it. I want that beer. Lafayette Street. Looking north. Yeah, Josh D, about the cables, I wonder about those still. I'm not convinced about the research and if they've done proper double-blind studies, so I still don't know if super expensive cables are snake oil or not. I mean, I'm sure having insulation from whatever ground noise and everything that happens, but I don't know yet. Do I see any rats, Michael Turrell asks. Yeah, plenty of rats. Julie Clack, you prefer Long Island? I think you asked about, well, somebody asked about nightlife or what is happening in New Year's here in New York. You know, I'm thinking they're going to do the ball drop, but it might end up being a lot like the way the Rockefeller Center tree lighting was, where it's very limited access to pedestrians. Check out a few of these restaurants. That's Vic's. All its heat lamps are on, so people are dining. There's a pretty famous across the street. That car's parked in the bike lane. That bike's not going to be happy. There's a pretty famous fire station here. Let me scroll back, make sure I didn't miss anything. If I missed your chat, I am sorry. I'm on a small iPhone 8. Sayeda Shimona Bigum, hello. Oh, your bestie was on 5th Avenue and 8th? That's a nice neighborhood, right by NYU. Marion, hello from Scotland. Yeah, Capsman, it is kind of odd seeing very few people in Times Square, but I think it's picking up a little bit. This looks like it could be a real estate location. I'm not sure if that's an apartment. We're just walking up and down the streets here. Hafsa USA Diary. Thank you. It is a beautiful place. Hello. 4K Wanderer. Yes, I remember you used that term omnipresent in your live stream. I like that word. You are not only omnipresent, you are omnipotent and omniscient as well.
The original OG.
Japan Premium Beef. Japan Premium Beef. Now, if I want to get some good Japanese steaks, I'm going to go here. It is very quiet. Chicky Sweaters in Connecticut, tri-state area. Welcome. Yeah, isn't there like a very specific type of Japanese beef that you can't get outside of Japan? Is that Kobe beef? Kobe? Because I thought you can only get that in Japan and they can't export it. It's a very specific kind of cow, I think, from what I remember. This is another restaurant called Loren. Rich Narby, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Wagyu beef is still great, absolutely. I highly agree. I'm always curious about that other beef. The one you can't get outside of Japan. Is it Wagyu? Huh. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember anymore. So what's the kind of beef you can't get outside of Japan? Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. Julie, Katz still is a great place to eat. It's you kind of go there for the experience around Bond Street. My alma mater is NYU. Have started their own farms. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I love Katz's Deli. It's still probably my favorite pastrami sandwich in New York. The other one people seem to like is Sarge's Deli, which is closer to me, so it'll do in a pinch, but I really have to say I prefer Katz. We're walking on Bond Street right now. The new amazing world. See, ... that's all I can see. Hello. Oh, Josh. Yes, that was a very sad loss, too. Rich Narby, like your family in Muncie. There are some nice apartments on Bond Street. That's an example of one. It looks like they have some very fancy art in there. Oops. Long live the Carnegie Deli. I thought they closed, unfortunately. Oops. Yeah. There aren't too many old school, the Gene Frankel Theater. I saw a piano in there, that's why I got distracted. You don't really see too many more old school Jewish delis, really. Oh yes, the infamous glove that you've lost. It was a North Face glove, 4K1. Aha! A popular brand on this channel as well. I'm wearing both North Face jacket, and you can guess if you can guess what the second North Face item I'm wearing right now is. Well, I don't know. I'll give you a thumbs up. I can definitely recommend a few nice bagel places in Manhattan too, but Brooklyn also has some amazing stuff, of course. Josh, the beanie. No, I am not wearing a hat. I am frequently scolded for not wearing a hat. Backpack. It would be a backpack, but I actually do not have my backpack with me today. I would say it's kind of an unexpected item to be wearing from North Face, if I were to give you a hint. North Face thong. I don't think they make those yet, but we can make them popular on this channel. Marion, technically, no, but yes, I am wearing North Face shoes. I am wearing North Face shoes. So, a thumbs up for you. No gloves. I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. My gloves are made by Mujo. City MD line is strong today. North Face shoes? You're familiar with North Face? I feel like nobody ever wears. They're like North Face sneakers. They're not even boots. I feel like nobody ever wears those. Do I drive? I do not drive anymore. I have a license. I can drive. It's just been a while. We're on Bleecker Street, so let me go off here. Oh, is this where the Amazon store is? I don't remember. Yeah, Julia, all those people I think are going for... Yeah, Josh, D, serious talk right now. I wholeheartedly agree. I've only ever worn Nike sneakers because my feet have only ever really fit them appropriately. Specifically like their basketball shoes, but I got these North Face shoes in the mail and they are amazing. Amazing sneakers. What other question did I see? Let me look at that question. Is Bleecker Bob still here? I'm not too sure. We could look it up. I'll take a look. There's some glare when the bright light hits your lenses. Yeah. This is a smaller camera lens, so it should be a little bit better than my other phone. But I'm sure I still get some glare. Have I ever been to LA? Yes, I have. A couple times. I'm just going to cross the street here because this place is called Kith. K-I-T-H. But growing up, I could swear there was a band that goes by the same acronym, Kith, K-I-T-H. If you can guess what the band stands for, the band name stands for, that's another little pop quiz. K-I-T-H was a band. What do you think it stands for? Yeah, 4K. I don't know. I don't know how well that works today. I do that sometimes also. But I end up checking like work stuff too. Oh, somebody asked about the snow. I thought there was a very big... I was actually thinking about the band called Kicked in the Head. Do I like NY? To be desired sometimes. Gustavo Rueda, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it. We are walking for those who cannot. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's cross. We're on Bleecker Street. Mike Tyson does have a very unique way of speaking. Let's take a look over here. HTK, New York, just up, thank you.
My name is Haru.
Hope I didn't miss anything. Yes, there's like several memes that involve Mike Tyson because of the way he pronounces the letter S. But still, I don't think anybody would ever say that to his face. I wonder what's going on here. All of a sudden, there's no through traffic. All of a sudden, there's no through traffic. Wonder why. Let's see. So I'm just walking around. He strides, I walk. I'm not commuting today right now, so it's kind of a farce. Unintentionally, of course. the live streams is hard to commute. I did do one where I was actually commuting. I walked from Brooklyn to Manhattan, but I had so many service issues, it was broken up into 3. Did I miss anything else? It's great to see how other countries live. I agree. That's a great quote, 4K Wanderer from Mike Tyson. I've heard it before. It's fantastic. Without, thank you. Have many retailers shut permanently? I think they have. I don't know exact metrics, but a lot have closed. HTK New York Twin Towers was an experience, yes. I was there. I visited the towers before 9/11, and it was definitely something. But I was very young back then. I wish I was older to appreciate it more. How long will I go? I don't know. I'm taking a good walk. What am I due for a phone upgrade personally? Well, this isn't my main phone, this is my work phone, but because it has Verizon, I think it works much better for the streams. T-Mobile does not handle consistency very well. It can be very fast, but as soon as there's more people in the area, it drops. Verizon is rock solid in New York for whatever reason. Am I scared? I'm getting mugged. Nah, not really. I've been mugged before. All of New York is ground zero. Wow. One way or another. Here we are on Bleecker Street and Bowery. Patagonia is in front of me. The winter clothing exploration brand. I've made a turn onto Bowery. I'm on First and Bowery right now. Oh, there is a great restaurant around here. But if I were I might actually walk down there too. I'm gonna walk towards the pinnacle of the universe. So what is it called? It has a very specific name. And if you can tell me what show that's a reference from, I'll be happy. First and First. Cross. I think they even say it on Google. What is it called? And I don't want to say it. It's a reference to a show. First and First. I think they call it the end of the universe or something like that. I can't remember. If anyone can tell me what I'm thinking of, I'll appreciate it. Vasislav, привет. Kurganский парень. Гуляешь? Yes, I'm walking around. Thank you for joining me. You remember I'm from Kurgan. Rich Narvi, correct. Seinfeld, First and First. I think Kramer was dating somebody in this neighborhood and he got such a ridiculous show, but yes, Seinfeld. What's the last show I watched? Unfortunately, I would have to say 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, there's definitely a restaurant here. What's the restaurant here? There's like a secret restaurant down Extra Place. I think they're closed. Momofuku. Yeah. Momofuku's here. It's a great restaurant. Yeah, Mathal Boucher. I was actually looking at that because work won't upgrade my phone. I was actually thinking of just putting my Verizon SIM card into an iPhone 12 mini, specifically for streaming. Yeah, Jashti, I don't know what it is about that show, but I watched 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, The Family Chantel. I don't know. I think that's all of them. Oh, you also have a Momofku there? Cool. Law and Order SVU. They film here all over the place. Yes, you are in here. Teresa Ust, Stuytown. I was at Stuytown earlier. I was there. If you rewind the stream a little bit, that's where I was. In Stuytown. Let me just check my phone for a second. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I think we're okay. Oh, Dutch Maz. Yeah, I saw him streaming at the boardwalk, Coney Island. Oh, we have to go one more block. Sorry, we have to get to the pinnacle of the universe, or whatever they call it in Seinfeld. Yeah, I was there yesterday, but I wasn't live streaming. But I did record the Rockefeller Center tree while it was snowing lightly in New York. What time is it right now? 5:35 p.m. in New York. Patricia, thank you. Dialysis is difficult. Sorry to hear you're on it, but it's got to replace your kidneys, so it's a necessary evil, but it's difficult for sure. Just be careful in this area a little bit. Is the lens dirty? I don't know if the lens is actually dirty or if it's the lights just causing a very negative reaction with it. Let me see. Alright, that's as clean as it's going to get, so if it's not the lens being dirty, it might just be something else. Block travel. Thank you. Glad you're from the Netherlands. Welcome. Looks like somebody decorated a tree that's pretty much in the park over there. You said red doors get your attention. Well, this one has some glass in it, but it's a little red. Okay, we're getting close to the pinnacle of the universe, or however it was referenced on Seinfeld. I think they even have it on Google Maps, interestingly enough. Here's Redgate Bakery. Looks like somebody else might be filming. I see a flashlight. Very cool. I don't know what this place is, but it's got a lot of cool stuff. Pinky's Space, very cool. Alright, but we're on a mission. Jerry's apartment, I think, is on the Upper West Side. Mizuki, have I ever been to Japan? Yes, I've been to Tokyo, Kyoto, Hiroshima. Okay, we're at the pinnacle of the universe at 1st Street and 1st Avenue. We made it. This is it. Let me cross this way. Oh, since I'm very close, I might as well walk by it. This was talked about in the stream earlier, but we're here. Does anyone know what we're close to? Is this working? Yeah, it's working. Okay. Why is this? The comments aren't scrolling on their own. Let's see. How do I get this? Oh, did Action Kid stop by? Hello. I don't know. I'm just seeing so many things fly by. Hello, hello. Wheaton, hello. Stephanie Owen, hello. Patricia Abi, have I been to Indonesia? I have not, but I would like to go. I've been to Germany. Unfortunately, I only think I had a layover there, but I would like to go more to it. Yes, we are friends. Yes, мы в Манхэттене на Houston Street и Первая Avenue. James V, when did New York buses turn blue? I think there's various advertisements they have on them too. Abur, London, hello. All right. Oh, people just have a tendency to think of a streamer sim. Got it. Oh, actually, we're right by Russian Daughters, which... Kiki, yes, I speak Russian. We're right by Russian Daughters, which is a great place to get some goods. One of my favorite things to get is chubs or whitefish. Yep, we're on Houston Street. So if anyone knows what we're coming up, you might be able to see it now, but hopefully the screen might be a little... Mercury Moments. This is a good walk, $20. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. What time is it in New York? It's about 5:40 p.m. All right. Yeah, Mercury's super generous. Thank you so much. Kiki, appreciate it. Wheaton, nice. You're with us. Thank you. Long Island Lizards lacrosse team. All right. We are very close to Katz's Deli. My favorite pastrami sandwich in New York. That was a little loud. Actually, it's pretty empty right now. Katz's Deli. Let's walk down some of these side streets. Which New York City team sucks the worst? You know, I'm sure I'll get in trouble for saying this, but I think there's a lot of jokes that go around the Mets being one of them, unfortunately, but then there's a lot of Mets fans, of course, too. The Seinfeld, oh, you mean Monk's, or I think it's Tom's Restaurant. Oh, the Knicks have become, yes. I will, unfortunately, over the years. Well, I stopped watching basketball after the O.J. Simpson chase in 1993, or 4. The Mets, the Jets, and the Knicks. Yeah, those three tend to come up whenever they ask about the worst sports teams, unfortunately or fortunately, depending, but what are you gonna do? Oh, the Mets getting better now? Good. Rye bread with pastrami. Yes, I could go for that. Josh T. I was growing up and we didn't have cable, and I remember there was a Knicks game on, and then the O.J. Simpson game Chase. The chase that happened during that Knicks game ruined the Knicks game. It's a silly reason, but I really didn't watch basketball since then. Actually, let's go this way. Abur, thank you. King Pity, hello, 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 hello. Cool shoe store. Pizza shop. Ha! I don't blame him, I just thought it was funny. Have I been to a Romeo regional state? I do not believe so. We are now approaching Essex Street, and we are walking on Stanton Street. Oh, was it the Wu-Tang Clan? I didn't even recognize it. I do wish everyone would just get along. It's a good dream. I feel like it's warming up. My hands aren't that cold. Oh, Wheat Nice, you shared my video. Thank you so much. I don't think there's too much to see in that direction, so I'm gonna head towards Delancey Street. Yeah, I mean my hands are cold, but I feel like they're not getting colder, so I'm okay. I think I actually got something called like a chilblain the other night because the wind was so strong, and I didn't have gloves on. Oh, that's a bit of a spam coming in. A lot of H's. Thanks for the H's. Hello. Well, Marion, I'm glad I could help you virtually travel. Definitely happy to help that. Yeah, as someone who says something about getting along, we get a ton of H's. How old am I? No, I'm mid-30s. We are on, I believe, Rivington Street. My friend works at a bar close by here. I don't think they're open though, but I'll show the bar. It's called Verlaine. Oh, they might be open. I peer inside through the window, see if I see him in there. I doubt he's there tonight. No, I'm not even sure if they're open right now, but he would be behind the bar if he were there, but I don't see him. He's not there. My shoe feels like it's getting untied. I hope not. Candyman. Maybe I'll have a drink later on. after all these walks. After this long walk, I mean. Almost going for 2 hours now, or 1.5. Not too bad. I think there's the new Essex Market. I believe it used to be over here. Essex Street Market, retail market. But they moved it to a much newer building. Shields, yes, Katz was right. I walked by it earlier. The 10 Flames. Do it. Welcome. Am I in Brooklyn? No, I'm in Manhattan. Stoliczne. I hope I didn't miss anything, but welcome everyone who's joining. I don't think my chat is scrolling automatically anymore. Yeah, Shield, sorry, I did walk. We talked about it earlier, and then I walked by it. I was thinking about it, and then. But yeah, it should all be in the recording, I hope. I don't know if Essex Market is open, but it's right there with the movie theater above it. Movie theaters are still closed in New York. You know, I do like McDonald's too. The Jarvis Center. Capsman, do you mean the Javits Center? I'm not sure if there's a Jarvis, but if you mean the Javits Center, it's west side, like 34th Street area, all the way by the Hudson River. I do love a good cold cut sandwich. Can I get into the market? I don't know. Let me look in the main entrance. Yes, the 10 Flames. That is a good McDonald's, especially after Verlaine. We are back. The Essex Market. What time do they close? They close at 6 or at 8? Right now it's almost 6, but they close at 8. Let's take a look. Yes, people don't even like soft drinks. I personally love soft drinks. Got a lot of little restaurants and shops in here. Lower East Side Ice Cream Factory on one side. Born and Bred Juice. Specialty markets. And there's a mini market downstairs. I've never been down there before. Let me take a look. Although I'm going downstairs, so hopefully the service doesn't die. It looks like there's a lot of... I've never been downstairs before here. I wonder if it was open. Fish TV or Romeo region. It's definitely something I want to check out. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Very cool. The seafood. Fish. Cool. Oysters. Hello. Hello. Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Thanks. Very nice. Sorry for Noor. Looks like it's some other cold cuts over here. Some good looking meats. Looks like not everything is open right now. Oh, but the pickle guys have a location here. The pickle guys make some good pickles. Hopefully one day this will be open again soon. Everyone seems to be wearing masks that I see, which is good. Well, let's take a look more at the upstairs. Looks like most of the downstairs is not too much stuff going on. It's warm in here. I'm almost sweating. What else do we have here? Push cart. I think they make coffee, but maybe not this one. Some beer. Still looking for that pan. Peasant stock soups. Puebla Mexican food. Very cool. Looks like a little coffee and tea place. Oh, another entrance. Moroccan kitchen. Very cool. Fritos, gallery and project space. A little grooming spot. And more shops. I wonder where the register is if you buy stuff from here. Such an open concept. Mille non. Italian food with commitment. Eat Guy. Thai chicken. Very cool. Oh, here's the market. So whatever you buy, looks like the registers are over here. Arancini Brothers. Oh, here's a much more plentiful stocked butchery area. Some good looking meats. Some fish. I wonder if they sell sushi grade fish. They must. They must. Marion, thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, hopefully they have good hygienic measures. All right, let's. I'm getting a little too warm in here, so I'm gonna head back out. We exited a different place than we entered, but that's okay. Yeah, that place is not too interesting, so let me go over here. Let's walk down a little bit more this way. A shopping commuter. Thank you, Mercury. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. That was a nice warm-up spot. I think it got me too warm. I'm a little sweaty now. I might have missed a lot of chats. Apologies. But I was kind of enthralled by the markets. Сейчас в Калифорнии был. Там только сверкает. Wow. 68 Fahrenheit. In Celsius, yeah, I think 20, 20 по Цельсию это примерно 70 Fahrenheit. Kiki, glad you liked it. Appreciate that. We're close to Seward Park. Seward Park. Maybe I'll go over right a little bit. Oh my goodness. This guy decided to do a U-turn. Stop or waited with $2 McDonald's. I'll have to. But he didn't say when. Haha. I'll only get it if they give me an Arch Deluxe, if you remember that one. That looks like a very nice apartment up there. They put up a nice tree, split level, maybe 2 units, 2 floors. Very cool. A relatively small building, it's nice. We're now on Ludlow Street, kind of walking westish. Wouldn't recommend the KFC. Whoa, this place got a lot of heat going off. Broome Street Bakery, Sometime a wine bar. Very interesting atmosphere. Orchard Street. We're now on Orchard Street. Oh, where is that? Maybe it's one block this way. I'm gonna go south a little bit. What else did I miss? Yeah, I mean, I wish they would just bring back the Arch Deluxe. Caroline, hello, welcome. That's interesting. Glasses store, optometry, Shaolin Temple, the Great Frog, the Cast, clothing store. Krista de Hernandez from Guatemala. Hello, hola. What was I was looking for something very, very specific, but I don't think it's here. I forget what I was looking for. Anyway, we reached Grand Street. Grand Street, very much getting close to Chinatown now. So if we go a little bit more this way, we'll really be in it. Oh, is DT UK here? Hello. Oh yeah, that wasn't an old school Cadillac. Revive Tunes, what up? This small screen, I can only see 3-4 chats at a time. Yeah, Chinatown's always fun. Always fun. Let's see. Looks pretty safe right now. Pick up the pace for a second. Strax Party, hello. Yeah, I appreciate you guys noticing the things I don't notice, because I don't always see everything either. Sorry guys, just responding to a work thing. Zdrava, Strex Party. Haha, that glove again. The glove. Infamous glove. Oh yeah, we walked by 99 Favorite Taste Hotpot restaurant earlier. There's another one right here on Grand Street. So you can see some people dining in it. Maybe I can make a little... Guys, it smells good here right now. I'm getting hungry. HTK New York. I'm not sure, but there's somebody in here that might know a lot about that Ghostbusters firehouse. Might be able to tell you. Oh yeah, also 99 Favorite Taste, you get a free meal on your birthday. You used to have to bring a cake if you were to do that, but not anymore. I'm getting hungry. Hey Steven, it really is nice to be able to have almost the entire world within walking distance. Chris Cyprian, 1:05 a.m. where you are. Wow. Oh, are you at work? Okay, good. If you're multitasking, that's good. We've reached Forsyth Street. Yeah, 4K Wanderer does some middle of the night streams. I think they last over 3 hours sometimes. Very impressive. I'm barely able to stay up past 10 o'clock my time. But that's partly because I wake up pretty early. But yeah, check out 4K Wanderer if you haven't already. Across the street so everyone can turn. HTK New York, what's closed in New York because of COVID? Many places. A lot of retail stores never opened again. Restaurants still close early. Fish market, very cool. Vegetable market right next door. Usually very cheap to buy groceries here. Yeah, work shouldn't get in the way of your chats. as long as you can manage it, I'm glad to have you on the chat. Cool.
Just looking for a Deli, that's all.
All right, we're on. I think we're on Bowery again. I think there was some relief for businesses here. Yes. I don't know how significant it was, but there was some. Smells good.
Getting bored?
Theo Butcher, I am in healthcare. Ah, Ruta Gambino. It's your hood, Lower East Side. Ha! Streetwalker. I guess that's another term. We're walking on Elizabeth Street now, going south.
I told him I'm like around like that.
Yes,
So his
okay,
bike is
Wanderer,
like a
I am
BMW.
also a Russian spy. There was a comedian the other day who said if he's ever in a bad neighborhood, he'll just use a Russian accent. So if somebody ever comes up to me and says if I belong in that neighborhood, what I would say is, you think this is a bad neighborhood? Sometimes I'll pretend I just only speak Russian or will only speak Russian. It works on telemarketers, I'll tell you that. Happy people, hopefully happy people everywhere. We're really in the heart of Chinatown here. Oh, I can also go very close to the Manhattan Bridge. There's a few little shops and things around there too. I can get there off Canal Street, which is coming up. Tim, Doctor of Alive. All he does is gets massages all over the world. It's an interesting channel. Yeah, I don't know where the whole stereotype about New Yorkers not being nice really came from. I think we're all relatively nice people. We might just walk a little quickly. Sometimes. Yeah, I it's interesting to me because I actually watch some of those scam baiting channels like Kit Boga. I like them a lot for some reason. I don't know why. But it is interesting that they're using very American names to, I guess, sound more believable, but it doesn't sound very believable. But then again, all their victims are intended to be the elderly, unfortunately. Ah, Donnie Brasco filmed right around here? Cool. We're right by the entrance to the Manhattan Bridge, which is right by, well, it's right off Canal Street. I think they call it Canal Street just because it runs like a canal between the west and the east side of Manhattan. With that arch. Tamara Clifton, I am on Canal Street. Truth be told, welcome from London. Hello. All right. Let's, I was gonna make this light, but now this cop car, let me try it anyway. I didn't want to wait at the light, so I made it. That makes sense then. Canal's a canal. Oh, did you actually take one of those helicopters? Or did you happen to just be over there? Yeah, I mean, I think most of the clientele that takes those helicopters from Wall Street are pretty high-end. But, yeah. There should be a, there's a Popeyes here with there's a Popeyes here with actual Chinese writing too. What time is it right now? It's about 6 p.m., 6:15 p.m. Lola Raj, 808, 85th Street. It's a little far from where I am now. I'm sure I'll be in that area at some point again. Well, if you hear that music, it's another Mitzvah Tank. Christine Camley from Vancouver, welcome. Yeah, hopefully you can get back to visiting Manhattan again. Yeah, if you hear that music, it's another Mitzvah Tank. I think tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, I believe. When will I be near 85th Street? Maybe this weekend. What else did I miss? Jeanette Baschetti was I headed towards Allen Street? I was there earlier, but I'll probably be going back there sooner or later. Was where going to take a found out helicopter crash. Wow. Yeah, that would put me off too. Mercury moments. This is unacceptable. $50, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do any of that, of course. But I do appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. This will go towards beer money. Nah, maybe. We're right next to the Manhattan Bridge now. Film set? No, I don't think it's a film set. I think there's actually... Oh, you know, let me cross. Let me go back a little bit and cross. I think they're selling, I think these might be local, I don't know where they're getting this produce from, but they're selling vegetables and stuff. Walk to PA, you mean Pennsylvania? That could take a little while. So let me swing back, make sure no bikes are coming, no cars are coming from front. I just wanted to check out near the shops and stores near Manhattan Bridge. Not food trucks per se, but like grocery trucks. Somebody asked what's my smartphone battery. I think that was Mathau. This is just an iPhone 8, but I'm using the Snappa Atom to charge it. Good energy can walk me off the earth to space. Do I live in New York? Yeah. Yeah, it's like an open market, essentially. I've never really seen it before. And they're open pretty late, I guess. Why? It's just darker than it seems. It's not really late. Well, that's our booking. All right. Yep. Pretty cool market. Various produce for sale. Pineapples even. Apples and whatnot. HTK, good night. Thank you for stopping by. Now that's an odd graffiti. Is the graffiti for Petco? Is that just because there's a Petco that way, or is that actual graffiti that says Petco? Oh, do you mean like those purses they sell randomly on the on towels? Oh, so we're by a mall here, but all the stores are essentially closed and for rent. Russell Egan, you loved visiting in New York in 2012. We'll definitely return when it's not a dumpster fire. Well, it's not a dumpster fire per se, but it's definitely different than it was back then. Am I near the Tenement Museum? Kind of, I am. I've been there too, and it's a very interesting place. I guess I wouldn't say it was a nice place because it's such a... It's different, but it's an important part of history. What's that noise? That's the train going above on the bridge. Yeah, the mall is not open. The East Broadway Mall. Waiting for the train to pass, but I mean it's definitely noisy by the Manhattan Bridge if you're in an apartment close by here. And there are a few apartments here. I see a new development that I focused on a second ago. I hope the windows are triple paned. Oh, was it buffering for a little bit? Don't fail me now, Verizon. Essex Street continues this way, but there's not much down that block, so I'm gonna not go that way. Hotels were open. I believe there are hotels that are open, yes. Ha, Steven. I feel like it's easy to lose track of time when you're walking like this and streaming. Where am I? Pike Street. We've reached Pike Street and East Broadway. Part of Chinatown. You don't usually venture down here, but here we are. Oh, it's Tamara Clifton's heading out. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening. Or whatever time of day it is, but have a good one. We've reached Henry Street and then Madison Street. Oh, I know where I am. I know where I am. I'll be here tomorrow for work in this area. Meyer London School. Public School 2. Number 2. Oh, Portland. Yeah, it is mid-afternoon, I guess. I think this is a pretty long block. I was going to go left, but it looks like the block is pretty long. Make sure nothing's going on. Yeah, things are good. Is a mask requirement? Not exactly. Most indoor places, I think actually all indoor places, yes. They all require a mask. Outdoors, it's essentially, I think Cuomo's suggestion was if you're going to be within 6 feet of somebody, you probably should have a mask on, but it's not like it's possible to not be 6 feet away from somebody in Manhattan at least once a minute. Yeah, this is a nice little area, very quiet. Even, I guess, a synagogue or a congregation, but it doesn't look like it's open right now. Oh, it is supposed to be the first night of Hanukkah. Oh, they're going to be filming here. They're going to be filming this Sunday. Smuggler Attic. Thanks, 4K Wanderer. Appreciate it. At the same time, check out 4K Wanderer. See all of Toronto at interesting times. Yes, as Mercury Moments said. None givens. Won't you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Oh no, that's gonna be Madison Street. I don't want to go that way. I'm gonna go left. So this place is a restaurant, but they set up a pretty big outdoor area. I think the restaurant is actually right next to it, but it's separate from the restaurant. It's just set up shop right outdoors here. It's very nice. I think it's dim sum style too. They have heat lamps. They even have a Unify Ubiquity hotspot in there. Sharpie Diesel also in Portland. Hello, hello.
I didn't even care.
We've reached East Broadway. As a triage, I don't know. I mean, they were using a lot of outdoor tents outside of hospitals. Oh, the left turn nurse have a signal here. They have the light technically. All right, now we should be able to go. Strauss Square. We're at Strauss Square. Well, that's interesting that the masks are not enforced on public transport. They are here. Christine Camley, are a lot of people eating outdoors in restaurant spaces even with the cooler weather? Yeah, there are. A lot of people are eating. Wow. That's a full-featured scooter. Yeah, people are eating, and they're putting a lot of heat lamps outside. I mean, not all places have heat lamps outside, but there is indoor dining still at reduced capacity, 25%, I think. Find some rats for you. Well, we might randomly see them. They show up in various places. Spicy chicken sliders. That looks pretty good. Spicy chicken. Holy cow, that place is called.
Bro, this nigga Pedro.
Holy cow. Yeah, that was a full featured wheelchair. Had headlights, music. Not bad. I was gonna check out some of these side streets too. Well, this is Ludlow. Ludlow's looking pretty quiet. I'm gonna cross real quick.
Wait, did you watch the match yet?
All right. Next is Orchard Street. We've been there too. I think what I didn't find, there's a shop in the area that sold really good dessert tofu.
I just need a brisket.
It was right next to the Manhattan Bridge. For some reason I didn't find it. But let me keep looking around. Actually, these apartments look pretty nice too. Some of them are under construction, but it looks like some are already livable. Right on Allen Street, which I think turns into First Avenue when you go above First Street or above Houston Street. I don't know what's going up there, but it's very purple. Hopefully everything is working okay. Don't see too much going on. All right. Does the Greyhound bus drive here? Yeah, I believe so. There even used to be Chinatown buses that would take you to Boston's Chinatown. What was it called? The Fenghua bus. I think a few of them crashed because the drivers took a turn a little too quick exiting highways. But many buses go to Port Authority, which is on 40th Street and 8th Avenue. It's like a bike repair shop, but they don't do e-bike repairs. Oh, there's the Chinatown Dragon Fighters. Whoa. I don't know why that started blinking at me. But okay. I am at 18,000 steps. I work primarily from home today, so this is my main walk. Let's check out some of these street shops on the side here. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I did find that place I wanted to show you. But there's a Lynn's Marlboro 99 cents and up store. Some other places. It's a peeled noodle place. Some other Chinese restaurants. Ha, I'm fire with my channel. That's a good one. I'm fire with my channel. Oh my goodness. Hopefully they don't put me out. Yeah, I saw that. 4K Wanderer took like 70-something thousand steps. I took 36 the other day, and my watch said that's 17 miles. That means you walked double, so you walked more than a marathon. You walked like 35 miles, if not more. Where is that tofu place? I think I know where it is. Is it over here? Yes. Fong An, Family Tofu Shop. If you're familiar with Asian households, the tofu is a big part of it. And this place sells dessert tofu as well. And I think they sell savory tofus too, but cool place. Fong An. 81, whatever street this is. Alright. Let's see where I am. This is Division Street. What is? Oh, another mitzvah tank just went over the bridge coming into Manhattan. It's like a warm tofu. It's like tofu by itself doesn't even have much of a taste, but they add this syrupy. But this one actually adds a syrupy topping that makes it very sweet, and it's pretty good. Yeah, this is apparently called Division Street. But we did it. We kept talking about this tofu shop. We found it. Yeah, they have dessert tofu there. At least my wife likes her dessert tofu a lot, so we get it from there. But let's see. Let's go this way. Oh, actually, I think we're right by that purple place. You can even tell. Yeah, the roof, you can see it's purple. You've reached that purple building. Yeah, it's puddingy, but it doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't have much of a flavor unless you use something extra. Back on East Broadway. I think we could start walking up this way. This is Manhattan Bridge. Actually, this way. Yeah, let's go this way. Hi Malone. Purple rain, hello, hello. Yeah, we're on, I believe this is Pike Street. And we just got off East Broadway. So we just reached, what is this, Broome Street or something? No, we're back to Division Street. Broome is a little farther, I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I kind of wandered around, maybe even too much for my own good. Cross over this way. Latent live streamer brain. Also, my head is exposed. No hat. Remember, I have no hair. So maybe the wind is pulling me down, chilling my brain. Bakery. Yeah, let me walk north. Walk around this car. But I'm gonna go north. Okay, Wander, thank you so much. $2.50 Canadian, 2-hour walk. Yeah, we're managing today. How's my battery? One is at 76%. It's giving me a red light. However, my friends, I came prepared. I came prepared. Strong walk emoji. I think I will. Where am I going? I'm going north. On Orchard Street. Laura 89. I mean,
Which was state school where it's like,
these heaters are nice.
he definitely chose the one. Like, he listens to good music.
I mean, it's part of New York is very grid-like. It's not like Chicago, which is super grid-like everywhere, but the other part of it is not grid-like at all. Like the southern part of it. But otherwise, it's a cool place in general.
That's what y'all better get in. Y'all gotta get in that shit. You gotta go there and do that on your own.
Cool bar. But yeah, it's easy to get lost, but these days, hopefully you have a smartphone. It'll help you find your way. That seemed like there was like a pizza shop right next to a bar. It seemed pretty happening, actually. Sam's Fried Ice Cream. Unfortunately, it's closed. But here I am at Orchard and Hester. Not sure how I wound up here, but here I am. We wandered around, but not in 4K. That's 4K's territory. across, it seems like there's more stuff going on the other side, more restaurants, or at least one. Yeah, maybe more so in like Brooklyn. Like deep Brooklyn, it might be a little bit easier to get lost. Reception.
So that's where I got
And a cool little area. Books, 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 pickles, books, books, books. That's interesting. I guess they sell books and pickles. Chashti just gained 10 pounds reading that fried ice cream song. This looks like a gallery. A lot of space. Mr. Coconut Oil. Mr. Coconut Oil. He used to live in the Lower East Side, but now you're in Los Angeles. Yeah, this is a cool place. A lot of these wholesale equipment places. They're carrying heavy stuff, so I'll let them go first. Where am I? I'm walking north on Orchard Street. Coming up on Grand Street, which I walked earlier, but Orchard Street's kind of a quiet residential, some industrial restaurant equipment places, but there's apartments with nice chandeliers too. Yeah, I should be north of, well, no, I haven't passed Delancey Street yet. No. I'm walking north, so I should be coming up on Delancey Street eventually. So I'm now on Orchard and Grand Street. We were on Grand earlier. We were kind of everywhere earlier. I did venture a bit out of the Lower East Side more than I said I would, but yeah. Warriors are coming out. 7 p.m. It looks like the next block is completely blocked off to traffic, so maybe I'll walk the middle of it a little bit, but then I might miss the restaurant. So let's see. Let's get there and then we'll see what we see. Lights are changed. Michael Terrell, where am I headed? North. Probably towards Midtown. Yeah, see, even though I can walk in the middle of the street, I don't feel like you see much. So I'm gonna go back to the sidewalk. Yeah, Seward Park's right around here, yep. Yeah, so it looks like the restaurants here are very lively.
You didn't have the emotional time? No.
Lively restaurants. I don't see heaters here, so it's probably a little chilly, but everyone's wearing their jackets. But they have some indoor dining. And this was Cafe Katya. K-A-T-G-A, Katya. There's a sticky rice Thai food. Pretty cool. Dudley's. They also have outdoor seating with heaters. Feels warm in there. Toasty. We've reached Broome Street and we're on Orchard. The cars. Across the street we have merchants and advocates of great beer. Merchants and advocates of great beer. That sounds like my kind of place. Francisco Amperan. Am I gushing milk? I hope not. Pop this out for a second. Let's turn this on. Bernard Juste from Spain. Hello. Or Juste, probably Juste. Oh, we mentioned this before. Here's Tenement Museum. JB, hello. The Tenement Museum, if you ever go to New York, and I don't know if it's been open during the pandemic. Let's double check. It might be open. I know there's a maximum capacity of 25 in the gift shop. Yeah, I'm not sure. But if you ever go to New York, I highly recommend checking out the Tenement Museum. You get to see how immigrant families lived when they first came to New York. It's a very interesting experience. Wait, dial M for masala. Hold on, it's very important. You just said this used to be a Blimpie sandwich. You know, you shouldn't bring up Blimpies because that's probably one of my favorite sandwich places, and there's very few of them left in New York. If I ever had to choose between Blimpie and Subway, I would always choose Blimpie. How many steps do I have in one day? Today I have, it won't focus, 19,000 about. $4K Wanderer. Am I one of the many New Yorkers that have not been to the station? No, I've been there. RK516, yes, the Blimpie best, the Blimpie way, with mayonnaise. That's the way to do it. Wait, Kiki, is this a joke? I've never really watched 30 Rock, so if somebody on that show constantly craves Blimpie, I almost wonder if they stole my life. This apartment building is very nice. 118 Orchard Street. Yeah, you know, I don't get excited very often. You hear the excitement in my voice when Blimpie gets brought up. So, you know, you gotta be careful. Activate antivirus activated. I wonder what's going on in here. This is Extra Butter. Looks like a shoe store, but it looks like they have some old school theater seats as their try-ons. And it looks like it goes over to the other street. I can see through it. Ranch 1. Yeah, Ranch 1. I haven't heard. Wait, what is that? What is that quote? That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Is that from Star Wars? Yeah, it seemed like it. I saw mainly shoes there, but they also have Altman luggage. Interesting place for a luggage shop, actually. Let's cross. There's a restaurant there. This is Wild Air. They got heaters. Warm. Those heaters are warm. These are like really powerful.
Whoa.
Just like, you like the chat? Awesome. Glad you like it. I mean, there's not much to see in my face right now. It's covered in a mask anyway. But it's no secret. You can watch some of my old tech videos where I do walk-in tech, if you want to really look at it. Pizza places. Snidel. Looks like women's clothing. Outside of my price range. Bernard, that's an interesting question to ask Kiki. I don't know exactly what you mean. It also could be a language thing, but yes. Interesting. Wow, 4K Wanderer, that's amazing. Thanks for letting me know. It's pretty cool. Thank you everybody for your support. I really appreciate it. Kiki, that's the right answer. Insomnia cookies. That was an interesting Hyundai. Vape addiction, Lower East Side. For all your vaping needs. Gustavo Mrs. Range 1. This is hair of the dog bar. We've reached Stanton Street and Orchard Street. Here we have Saigon Social. I wonder if that's Vietnamese food. I'm curious how good it is. Might be all right. What do they have? Yeah, it does look like Vietnamese. Probably can't see it. What is Zax or Zazzy's? Zazzy's looks like a pizza joint. Zazzy's looks like a pizza joint. Yes, pizza. Pizza. Right next to Bear Burger, Lower East Side. Actually, I think there were some conversations about what are good burgers. And I think, even though Bear Burger's a chain, I think they make some decent burgers. Have I ever seen jail before? Only from the outside. CFG from Berlin, hello. Oh, Marty, sorry, is it too quick when I pan? I think the dark is also making it a little bit difficult. Oh, is this, I think this is a Boyle style place, Claw Daddy. Yeah, Boyle is like a Cajun style seafood where they, Blue Ribbon Sushi. Blue Ribbon Sushi, I gotta try this place out too. I guess there's an Equinox down here too now. Fancy gym. Fancy gym. Yep, that's pretty much how much a pastrami sandwich is at Katz's Deli. $20. We're back on Houston, so Katz shouldn't be too far from here. In fact, it is right there. Wait, 4K Wanderer. Which one did you try? My favorite Boyle in Manhattan, in New York, has been a place called The Boyle, and that was very good. Ryan Serhant? He's a very energetic guy. And Marty, yeah, YouTube doesn't let you stream at 4K. I assume the bandwidth would be a little too insane. Maybe at 5G you could do it, but yeah. So we're back at the oh, that's what it was called in Seinfeld, the Nexus of the Universe. First and First. the nexus of the universe. That's the Seinfeld reference. Hey, Caroline, thank you. Appreciate the sub. So here at the nexus of the universe, 1st Avenue and 1st Street, we're walking north. Looks like we have some cool restaurants and bars here. Lucien. Pretty cool. Wait a second. I see some things. Thank you. Christina. Best sandwich in Montreal, Schwartz's. $18. Montreal smoked beef. Good quality is worth it, Christine. I agree. Paul McMahon from Scotland. Hello. Red crab, juicy seafood. And also 4K Wanderer, the best boil I've ever had was this place nearby Orlando, of all places, called Jay's Crab Shack. It's owned by, it's a family-owned Filipino restaurant, but they do boil-style food. And they even have their own homemade ube ice cream. Very good. Living 5 years in New York City. Cool. Marty, this is with the iPhone 8. You can't really stream with the DJI Osmo Pocket. I think there's some workarounds where you could like somehow stream your screen, but it'll probably look a little bit weird. Lifetime. What part is there? Well, I guess we're still kind of in the Lower East Side here. We're on 1st Avenue and 3rd Street. I should probably cross the street. This is all scaffolding. So let me consider doing that. Yeah, maybe I'll cross here. I think you could stream possibly with the Osmo Action. I think the GoPro lets you stream though too. Josh D, thank you for stopping by. Glad that you could be here with us. Yeah,